Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm back for another video today. The Broncos defeat the Chargers tonight in Denver, 24-17. The Broncos, they got outscored in the second half, 17-10. That's where all the Chargers points came at in the second half, and the Broncos outscored the Chargers 14-0. They actually shut them out 14-0, and that was the halftime score, 14-0 for the Broncos. Peyton Manning tonight, 230 yards passing, 2 touchdown passes, and 1 interception. He did not play like the elite and the great Peyton Manning that we know that he can play, but he did put up enough yards. He did throw 2 touchdowns, and that interception wasn't on him. It got tipped, and the Chargers player, he ended up catching it in his zone with 30 seconds left before halftime in the second quarter. But he did play good enough to help his team win. And the rushing for the Broncos, 133 yards rushing total for the Broncos altogether. That is really, really good. To the Chargers, 65 total rushing yards. Not great at all. So for the Broncos, they play really, really great defensively, stopping the Chargers from running the ball. 217 yards passing, 2 touchdown passes for Phillip Rivers, and all those yards, mostly all those passing yards, came in the second half of Phillip Rivers, and so did those 2 touchdown passes to wide receiver who will probably be Offensive Rookie of the Year, Keenan Allen. 6 receptions today, 142 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns receiving. Julius Thomas for the Broncos, tight end, 6 receptions, 76 yards receiving, and he did not have a receiving touchdown, but he was the leading receiver for the Broncos today. And the Broncos, they got after Phillip Rivers, and Sean Phillips, former San Diego Chargers, sacked Rivers twice, and altogether the Broncos had 4 sacks to the Chargers 0. This game was great. It got really, really interesting in the second half, because in the fourth quarter, the Chargers kicked the onside kick, and Eric Decker, being already stupid because he should have had a kick return for a touchdown in that second half, but he ended up slipping and falling. I don't know what the hell was going on that play, but he made another mistake. He tried to go up and catch the ball, and the Chargers ended up receiving the onside kick, and they ended up making this a 7-point game. So that's when the game really got interesting. But when it's all said and done, the Broncos are going to the AFC Championship game against one of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history, Tom Brady, who has won 3 Super Bowl championships in his career, and the New England Patriots next week. That is going to be a great game. I'm pulling for my boy Peyton Manning because I did pick them and Seattle to play in the Super Bowl this year, Super Bowl 48 on February the 2nd of 2014 this year, and I hope Seattle can beat the 49ers. And speaking of the 49ers, they did defeat the Carolina Panthers today, 23-10. I predicted that they would win by 13 points, and they got the job done. Colin Kaepernick, 196 yards passing, 1 touchdown pass. Cam Newton, 267 yards passing, 1 touchdown pass, 2 interceptions. Those 2 key interceptions hurt the Panthers. It really did. The inexperience hurt the Panthers. They were not used to being in the playoffs because they haven't made the playoffs in some years. I believe the last time they made the playoffs was 2008. And, you know, they just did not do that good today. And they only put up 10 points. And that was in the first half. 13-10 at halftime. 49ers were leading. They got outscored, though, in the second half. 10-0. 49ers are going to the NFC Championship game against the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. It's going to be a great game. Cannot wait. Cam Newton had 54 yards rushing. Frank Gore had 84 yards rushing. Anquan Bolton was talking a lot of smack in this game, but he did a great job. 8 receptions, 136 yards receiving. And Ted Ginn Jr., 4 receptions, 104 yards receiving. And Smith, 4 receptions, 74 yards receiving, and a touchdown. It wasn't sure if he was going to play in this game, but he did. He did all he could to help his team win, and he just... You know, him and his team, they were just inexperienced. That's all I got to say about that. But the defense for the Panthers, it was great in that first half. Second half, the Panthers was just no more. It was over for the Panthers. The 49ers, they picked it up on offense. They definitely picked it up on defense. And they shut them out in the second half, 10-0. And that's all, folks. The Broncos and the Patriots, AFC Championship game next week. Who do you got winning? I already said who I got winning. Peyton Manning. I said they would win it all before the season even started, and I said they will be in the Super Bowl against the Seattle Seahawks before the season even started. Broncos and Patriots, going to be a great AFC title game. 49ers and Seahawks, who will win the NFC Championship and who will go on to Super Bowl 48? That's going to be a great one, you guys. I'll see you guys next week for the AFC and NFC Championship game. Make sure you guys like this video, share it on your Facebook and your Twitter. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Peace out until next time. Deuces. And also, it's my birthday, so make sure you guys say happy birthday if you want to, and if you don't have to.